everybody, welcome back to the episode Last Day on Earth Survival. Today we return, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, guys, I'm your fan freaking fantastic day with space and variety. Today we are back. We got some awesome info to share, but first things first, we got something to do that I've been wanting to do for a while, and finally the time has come for the fully modded VSS to make its appearance. We are putting on the best stock imaginable. Our VSS is gonna have every witch slot filled to the brim with the best imaginable attachment that can be put in that slot. So I can't wait to try this thing out, specifically in a raid. We have not been revenge raided, unfortunately, but that is not gonna keep me and my thirstiness from going out on some raids. Went ahead, loaded up on some coins, and we are gonna be going ham on those puppies here and hopefully showcasing the amazingness of the VSS, because raids is probably where the VSS will be shining most, since it is whatchamacall, fully silenced, and especially after it starts doing 60 damage, the VSS gets really nice. It's going to be very interesting to see as well how it does work with the speed glitch that we are utilizing. If you guys don't know about the speed glitch, went ahead and posted a video on it. It should be popping up on the screen right around now, a couple of days ago, showing y'all how you can do it. Is it been patched yet? Not entirely sure, but long story short, in the middle of you like searching a chest, so you know when you search a chest in the wild and there's that progress bar, if you rapidly swap between like a saw blade mace and a sledgehammer, your speed just starts going up. It is the greatest thing imaginable. But that's besides the point. Another great thing that we have is actually a little bit of a stockpile of glue available to us, because I'm like, all right, I just sat down, went ahead, and actually went for a lot of it, because glue is going to be something very important in a lot of these recipes, and hopefully as we continue getting some dope things and continue scrapping up some of the weaponry in here that we have lying around for important things like factory parts, we will hopefully continue making the dankest and dopest of weapon attachments possible. But for now, we got the VSS weapon attachment to worry about, and I gotta worry about making some room in here again, because oh mama, well, at least that's still a very healthy amount of glue. I think that's the freaking peak of my glue gathering career or something, but I'm gonna get to put stuff away, talk to y'all at a GIF. And I kind of want to move the big bones here, because we are gonna be making some awesome big bone mods soon, but unfortunately we don't have enough. Well, we do have enough actually to do long story short, I just wanted to move them over there, but honestly I like having the big bones here. They're a little bit more collectible, and this is kind of where I try to have the rarest of all of our items. That right there, that is the god chest room. That is definitely where our chestitude is at its max. But for now, let's get on the VSS, click on that puppy, and begin engaging best VSS possible. Ooh, is that stock filthy? Ooh, is that NPL good? And look at the damage on this thing. Almost all the way to full. The weight does go up, which will be slowing us down, but the durability goes up a good amount. A critical chance goes up. Speed, not so much, but that's all right. It's a sniper rifle anyway. And we do have some critical damage to play with as well. So that's going to be a ton of fun to check out in today's raid. We are probably want to actually put away this thing and grab ourselves a pistol as well. I forgot that is from when we went on that ham spree over with the whatchamacall, with the witch. Now, unfortunately for this raid, since our shotgun is not fully silenced, we are still in the progress of making the long silencer, which honestly might be the next thing that we make, so we can have the fully silenced shotgun, and if we get the other sight, it should be able to still do 80 damage fully silenced, which might be the dream maneuver for raiding. But we do have this pistol here, which comes fully modded. It has the elite shutter, well, not fully modded, but almost fully modded, and it has the elite shutter, so it's not going to be making any noise in combination with that silencer, which is some great news. I also have this saw blade, which I wanted to go ahead and toss onto here into, I don't know, just some kind of blueprint that is going to be requiring, because the saw blade is one of the weapons I really do want to modify. And in order to modify, you guys can see that you do need to contribute saw blades in order for that, and the ergonomic handle is a great investment. But oh mama, is that a lot of glue? So I'm going to try and get some of the best attachments I can for some of this stuff first before we dive into that. And with a healthy amount of hatchetry as well, we're gonna go ahead and gather up the necessary tools, because we are again heading out on this raid to truly put this fully modded VSS to the test. And en route to that raid, boy oh boy, do I have some exciting news to get to sharing with your boys and girls. I'll go ahead and actually put a couple of these away, and that seems like a pretty healthy inventory, especially given the fact that these hatchets, I'll break them all just to be safe. Never know, maybe we'll finally get that full wooden base, or kind of like the bases of the olden days when they wouldn't be surrounded in stone, but you get quality bases that only had wooden walls around them, and they really had some good stuff with it. But hello raiders, let's get that to completion. The time has come for me to head on over there, so without further ado, bada bing, we got one C4 to use. Bada bada boom. And speaking of bada boom, boom, this is exactly that thing that I was telling you guys about a little bit earlier, and that you can probably tell from the title. This was posted today to celebrate World Emoji Day. Apparently that's a thing. I'm guessing it's a newer holiday. I don't think they were celebrating World Emoji Day in like the 1960s, but maybe they were just ahead of their time and I'm over here being ignorant. Who knows? But happy World Emoji Day, everyone. And to celebrate it, Kafir did actually go ahead and drop some news and some info on the Discord on World Emoji Day. We feel obligated to drop you a hint about something forthcoming. What could possibly be forthcoming except the update they've been teasing, especially when you take into account the hint that these emojis do. So these emojis tell a story, and when pieced together, build the radio tower to C-hat. Hold up, what is C-hat as a single word? Chat. When you take the word hat and you put a C in front of it, it equals chat. So building the radio tower will allow you to chat. This appears to be the official list of confirmation that we have. We did have the cipher or whatnot that was actually decoded just last week. That did give us a little bit of a vague idea, but wasn't as specific onto a forthcoming update. And as we have seen in the past, ciphers do tend to allude to the nearest update that will be coming. And here we are just getting further teasing and further hype for it. It does appear that this next update is going to be the radio tower update that will allow us to actually chat with each other wherever, as long as we do have that thing built up. I imagine it's not going to be too crazy to build. It's either going to be a 1x1 or a 2x2. And on top of all that jazz, I believe there's a chance that they're going to be incorporating a friends list on top of all of this as well. So very cool stuff that I absolutely cannot wait to dive into. I absolutely cannot wait to hear your guys' thoughts on this. How hype are you guys for the forthcoming update? What are you looking forward to most? And are you going to end up building this radio tower on the ASAPs? Maybe put it off a little bit. Who you gonna be adding on that friends list? Who you gonna be chatting with? All this and more. How often, that is actually pretty good. How often are you guys, you think, gonna be using the chat feature? Because I mean, I don't think there's gonna be true, like, we're still not gonna have something like the pump jack where it's a multiplayer zone we can go to. Obviously we have the cluster of anomalies where it's just kind of random stuff going on that we can earn towards the quest here that gives us a little bit of a buff, but I don't think we're having that true multiplayer zone yet. But the radio tower is again a huge step towards fleshing out multiplayer, and Kafir has been going about this in a very methodical way where they kind of just keep on adding on building blocks and additional building blocks onto what already exists in the game. This started out just being able to interact with stuff, then you can freaking fight things, attack things, use a weapon, gain abilities, use special abilities, heal, be down, and they just kept on developing it. This is probably one of the cherries on top of the development, and there's probably only a couple more things that gotta add before we finally do see that true multiplayer zone where hopefully we'll be getting loot, facing common enemies, even some co-op event that maybe we can do as 4 people. And honestly, this, especially if it does add the friends list, is going to be huge, because you're probably, if you're doing a co-op event with like 4 other people, and if this is added in before clans are, which I imagine will be the case, we're actually going to be able to, I guess, invite your friends to do these zones with you. So the friends list feature is definitely a big step in that direction if it does come in addition to this chat stuff. And if it does, I seriously think that we're getting closer and closer, man, and I cannot wait to see all that. But I'd love to hear your guys' thoughts, on my thoughts, your guys' own original thoughts, any of that type of jazz. And even to celebrate today apparently being World Emoji Day, what's your favorite emoji? How wrong could this possibly go? But I'd love to hear what your guys' favorite emoji is, as random of a question as that is, I know. And ooh, we're gonna have 2 stone bases. We can only break into one of these. We can steal from his chopper though, so that's gonna be good. Does the chopper actually has stuff? Oh, let's go! This might not be useful to me, but this is the Christmas 17 pattern, one of the rarest, if not the rarest patterns in the game. I'd say the Halloween pattern might be a little bit rarer, but we have another of a limited edition thing here, and oh, is this a good start? We're definitely blowing through one of these walls, and I hope we blow into a giant open area, not just a ton of random closed off ones. These are looking like this is a really random base design, by the way. I wish I had more than one C4. It looks like he had some defenses here. I wonder if this is his kind of main blaze. I might do a little bit of scouting and try to find if there's like a weakness here, like per snap someplace we could chop down. But in the meantime, like I said, I'd love to hear from y'all, even like your own favorite emoji, but also any of you guys' thoughts on that radio tower jazz that I was talking about in that comment section down below. And by that comment, push your third of the way. It's a week, $12. add to / Play Store gift card. Give all you gotta do is make sure the like button, make sure subscribe. That'll show you what on today's video. Go ahead and try out every single last video. One Saturdays, I'll pick a random video from the past week. Pick a random comment for a random video, and that will be the winner for the week. And we'll kick off the week and give away that exact same Saturday as well. So make sure you get the entries and make sure the notification bell is hit so you stay up to date. Never miss a video, never miss a chance to get an entry in. Stay as up to date with the latest last down earth information, just like today. The latest of updates and gameplay, and of course the latest of other dope survival games that we are checking out. So hope y'all do decide to stay tuned, and can't wait to get to announcing Zavina on Saturday. But for the task at hand, I don't know what to do with this task at hand, because it does appear that these little outcrops, okay, so here's another thing. We do still have a couple of chests. A couple of chests that theoretically, we haven't opened these puppies yet. These packs for ambush. They have a chance at getting a C4. Now, I have grown to realize that these packs hate me and will never give me C4. And if you guys ever do decide to buy a pack, I'm just, please, for the love of everything, do not buy something and never expect anything at the bottom. If you ever decide to buy a pack, do it for the top 6, okay? Because at the bottom, I've had some awful runs of bad luck. Like, if you guys have been around, you know the mythical pack that apparently hates my guts. I don't know if it actually exists anymore. They might have completely gotten rid of it, but there was a pack that actually had the chance of dropping C4. We opened up freaking, what was it, 150 of them in a row, and nothing happened, and it was something, man. It was something. It just made me distrust packs even more than ever. But pack for ambush, I come to thee, Becca. Please, 1 C4, because there are a lot of cool sections to this base. I would love to break into, like, I know I'm probably not even gonna get one, but if I get one, that'd be hype. If I get 1 grenade launcher, that'd also be hype, but it'd be kind of anti-hype because it would kind of destroy all of our hopes and dreams that I was kind of banking on. But I mean, I've been playing this enough to know that my hopes and dreams were built to be shattered if we're ever trying to open some of these. But you gotta admit, like, the top 6 things are pretty freaking nice. You cannot go wrong with that. But those bottom 3 are, yeah, they just don't happen, dude. Not even the 25 coins. Not that I want the 25 coins game. Please don't give me the God dang it. Are you serious? Okay. Not like I want the C4, right? No, I actually do, game. Please give me a C4. Is this so much to ask? Come on, do me a little bit of a solid. Mebe, one last one. Sending the Hail Mary out, por favor. Nope. That is a whole ton of nope, and neither of the, ooh. We still got a little bit of hope. Maybe we'll acquire, God dang it. If you're gonna give me an extremely rare, don't give me an AK. Do not do this. I am literally asking solely for a single C4. God, just like I'm saying, man, these packs don't like us. They don't. They like us enough to give us something that's extremely rare that, honestly, this AK has no business being an extremely rare, man. Like, maybe the military backpack, but come on. Those, I feel like, could probably be in the top 6, maybe instead of, like, the machete. Although, the machete, once it can be modded, does have some very, dang it! Okay, come on, bro. Come on. Okay, if you're gonna give me 2 extremely rares, you better at least give me a 3rd one here before. All right, you know what? Here's what we're gonna do. Enough of that. All right, maybe I'll come back to you. Maybe once I use my C4, the game will realize what it's missing out on. We gotta try and figure out where the good loot is, because there are 3 distinct quote-unquote compounds that this guy is rocking. Here we have his home compound, which I kind of want to break into for the fact that, I don't know, man, it's what he calls home, so I feel like maybe it's where his best stuff will be. But at the same time, I mean, I've been peeking through some of these windows. I do want to peek through the windows and see if any of them have a chest peeking out. I can't really tell from this one, though. The bottom, it looks like there's 3 distinct buildings here. That is what I am picking up. But I think I might have seen a chest peeking through one of these. Or, ow, I might just be crazy. I'm probably just crazy. Yeah, maybe not. I thought for sure I saw one peeking. Oh, no, this is all the same complex. I really hope there's not more freaking stone walls within. But by the looks of it, this is seriously like the bigger base. So I say we try to, oh, dear God, break into this. And our best bet is probably going to be through the front doorway. Maybe we won't be needing more C4. Wouldn't that be a miracle and a half? Knowing my luck. Ah, that hurts a lot. Oh, no, it doesn't. It doesn't hurt as much. We can chop it down, I think. Is this like an actual wall we're talking here? Oh, no, it was, God dang it, what if those? Are you kidding me? Why is this a thing? Doesn't matter. Let's get the VSS out to play. 62 damage on these men. See ya. Oh my God, 125 on the crits. Dude, this is like, it was doing crits a solid amount there. Okie dokie, modded VSS, you are in contention for greatest weapon of all time, because boy, oh boy, do I love what I'm seeing, and boy, oh boy, do I not like what I'm seeing here. I did break into this guy's wood workbench, though, so I guess that's nice, but like I'm saying here, man, I don't think, oh, we should also probably switch from the sprint skill over here to the sneaking skill, because the sneaking skill helps me be a little bit slower. Like, is this gonna be a chest we're breaking down, or is this, dang it, are you kidding? Oh, okay, that's kind of not too shabby, though. Come on, that is a weird glitch that Kafir definitely has to get rid of, by the way, because I've done it so many times thinking we're about to break down a wall, and no wall gets broken down, and here we are coming full circle yet again to, the packs. Oh, the packs. God, do I hate coming back to these, but C4, I ask of ye for one of ye. God dang it, you're not a C4 military backpack, and you never will be. I'm sorry, okay? Simply put, you don't have the high explosive potential. If I threw you against the wall, nothing would happen. You just flop back, you know, onto the ground. The C4, if I throw it against the wall, there's a chance that wall blows up. That seems a little bit more useful here in my scenario. Like, the C4 doesn't have the carrying capacity you do, Mr. Backpack. Don't get me wrong, but please, for the love of all, let me break into a section of this man's base. Oh, that does suck that we apparently chose to break into the worst part, because he had more stone protecting his innards, and we, at least the way that this is going, are probably not going to be getting the high explosives to break into that. So, I mean, I guess on the bright side, we're getting machetes and some shotguns. Actually, shotgun rate is very bright side. You can't go wrong with that, but we're also getting some armor, but we have a good amount of that armor even back at base. Like, I don't even have a need to, like, pop into the inbox for that, but I do have a need. Please, C4. No whammy, 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 no whammy. Nope, no, absolutely no whammy at all. Golly gee, that's not dropping any C4. So here we are, explosive list, having wasted one of our C4 and top of 10 saddest deaths. I don't know, it's not really a death or anything, but you know the videos I'm referencing. Feels bad, man. Top 10 betrayals right here. I've been betrayed by this base because apparently I chose to break in through the wrong one. That's the thing. That's another thing, too. A lot of people, raiding strategy is a thing that's often debated. A lot of times people say you should always go for doorways and stuff, or like wherever people have their welcome mat. Not necessarily, because sometimes people will think like, oh, someone's probably going to go to my doorway and my welcome mat, and then do stuff like this, where all that you're breaking into is the outer layer of the base. I'm thinking maybe if we chose to break into here, we actually could have gotten into the innards, and then of course there is the second base that this man's is rocking here. But unfortunately, we will not be getting a paste. No, we will not be getting a taste of that today. Unless, like, I mean, there might be some workbenches on the outside we could break. Like, I just really had high hopes for this base, too, because, dude, whenever we're at a base with high hopes, that's always how it goes down. Because, you know, I'm stealing some of your gas, all right? If you're gonna rob me of a raid here because I didn't bring enough C4, and I chose to break through the wrong wall, so really, I'm the one robbing myself, but still, I'm gonna blame you, dang it! I'm gonna steal some of your gas and minorly inconvenience you, even though he will never notice that this gas was stolen either, so absolutely nothing's happening except me getting some gas. But I'm getting whatever I can out of this raid, because we obviously can't break into there as much as I would love to, and it just hurts, man. Yeah, man, I think I'm just wandering around in denial at this point, because I keep looking for something I could break, and I'm not finding that something. I was really hoping, too, man. I would have loved to go ham with this VSS, but there's not even a point in going ham at this raid, since we do not have the proper C4. But very, very shortly, that proper C4 should be coming our way. We should have another C4 shipment coming our way tomorrow, which will be very handy through the magic, through the power of the disc of the floppy. But in the meantime, as much as it pains me to do this, I think it is something that needs to be done. We need to head away from that base, and honestly, you know what we could do? Listen, I want to put this VSS to use. I'm sure you guys do too. Major 210, you're a lucky lad today, that I must say. Ooh, bunkers resetting in 3 minutes. Might need to venture on over there and pop open a couple chests. But here's what we're gonna do, all right? I refuse to let that be the raid for the day. I'm gonna go ahead and give the raid another shot. All right, and as a kind of double whammy, I guess it will increase our timer here because the timer, our raid timer, has slowly been going down and down. Might as well bring it up a little bit, and maybe, I don't know, man, maybe doing more raids will bring us some heat. I mean, the more raids we do, the better chance we have of having a good one. That's basic science. No, it's not science, it's math. Oh, I'm going thirsty. No, let's not do this. I'll toss that in there. Let's hydrate a little bit, but literally, man, we had to use like almost nothing out of there. At least we broke some stuff through the wall, and like we got some oak planks. Actually, this will be pretty nice because we do need to make some base repairs. Can I just give you some first aid kits? Okay, dope, because I wasn't planning on giving you much else, man. This other stuff I'm using for my own base improvement because I definitely need some oak planks for some of the stuff that I'm planning. Boop. Let's put that in, and let's call our friends back. And while we do that, let's go ahead and give you guys the bunker code for today. The magical sequence of numbers you're gonna need to get into the bunker is gonna be 44020. If that is out of date by the time you are attempting to use it, make sure you go ahead and check that comment section down below. It's filled with fan-freaking-tastic people of the Sniper gang who absolutely love, ooh, that's an interesting deal, don't really want to go to it, but who love helping out the community and everyone possible. And if you by chance do not find an up-to-date code down there, you could potentially be the person who finds out that code, puts it down there to help out everyone possible. God dang it, I'm starving now. First my stomach's complaining, then my whatever organ holds my water. Stomach, probably. It all goes down the same organ. I don't know, man. People associate stomachs with food. I know I do, because god dang it, do I love me some food. But that brings us up high enough, and let's go to the Raider Brethren. I literally just re-upped on gold, Raiders. Do you just like making my wallet cry? I think that is what they like, seeing my wallet crying. God dang it, Raiders. You know what? If this is what you want to do, then so be it. All right, so be it. I'm gonna keep on trucking through because the fan-freaking-tastic people of YouTube and the Sniper gang deserve better. But god dang it, please at least give me a little something. Maybe the game will realize that we don't have any C4. That's another thing I really think maybe should be taken into account. Like, if you go on a raid without C4, I know it's not necessary. Like, I know some people might be like, oh, but you should come prepared and stuff. And that's a fair point. That's definitely a fair point. But I'm saying, on the other hand, you know, if you put all of your time and effort and potentially coins, if you do decide to take that route, right, it kind of does suck if you stumble across a raid that you don't necessarily have the proper tools for. So it'd just be kind of cool if I don't know, if like you don't bring C4, for example, the base you're getting, like, it could still have stone walls, but maybe there's still good loot outside of the stone walls, you know, like still attainable stuff. It doesn't have to necessarily be the best, but I just feel like it is very discouraging. Like, we're doing raids on the daily, so I've become numb to the pain at this point. But I can imagine how discouraging that must be, and I really hope that they do reconsider and maybe kind of revamp it a little bit, because ever since 1.8.6 and the rapid ramp up in difficulty that raiding got, it just really seems like something that should be considered. But what I'm gonna consider is putting some of this jazz away and preparing for raid numero dos. And with another, dude, oh my god, we have a lot of winter skins. Only one Halloween though, which definitely makes me a little bit convinced that might be currently the rarest in the game, and one that I'm stockpiled the bejesus out of, because I'm not even gonna paint my chopper, because then I don't have any patterns, unless, I mean, if we get another one through a raid, that's a different story. But then also the skull and crossbones, it's just called skulls, but that's the one that we get from the blind one, if and when he does decide to drop it. But seriously, I think using a C4 and not getting out of it is probably not getting anything out of it is probably one of the greatest pains in Last Day on Earth. I don't know, like, let me know what you guys think about this, but even on my end, it's not like C4 is easy to get or something. Like, regardless of which stage of the game you are at, C4 is never gonna be necessarily easy. Now, you can't still be like stockpiling it, you know, you can just be hoarding it before you even decide to venture into raids. That's actually a very smart strategy, but it just, you gotta admit, man, regardless of the circumstances, it is just always painful to use that high explosive, hear that boom, have dreams and visions of riches on the other side, and instead get smacked in the face with the air. That's what we got out of our raid, dude. It was a hallway of air, and this is not looking like a massive place. Oh, it is surrounded in level 1 walls. Although okay, he's still working on his chopper. That's interesting. If I had to take a guess, now the guess could be completely wrong in terms of how far his chopper has progressed and everything. And the reason I like doing this too is it kind of like is good practice, because that's also a good practice thing. I kind of like make it deduce things, think what, like make it known to yourself. I don't know, or maybe your friend sitting next to you. What up, friend sitting next to a person watching this video? So I guess 2 people, each other, you know what I mean? This is getting very confusing at Inception like. But anyways, it's kind of a good thing to practice, is like predicting what certain bases might have based on context clues. Like for example, the fact that this motorcycle isn't completed, or that it only has 2 engine parts. Like that doesn't necessarily mean because he has 2 engine parts his raid is garbage or his chopper isn't there, but it is kind of helpful clues that help you get a general idea of the type of base and the type of player that you are attacking. So just kind of, I don't know, it could be good practice, but for now, the only practice I'm interested in is the practice of breaking and entering. And without further ado, no, I'm not raiding your garden. I want it, bro, are you serious right now, bro? Oh, there has to be, oh, there we go. There, oh, for a split second, it takes a lot. Oh, no, god dang it, just come on. It's like a very small, oh, there we go. Another one. Yeah, this is evil, actually. This is kind of good to know that if you ever want to troll someone, if there's ever an important wall they got to get into, having some garden beds right by it will make that a very annoying thing to do, because as you guys can see, I am having a exhilarating time trying to just time it right so I get this circle. Okay, I'm gonna try to do it this way. Just got, oh, no. Opa! There we go. Okay. Looks like there's another section to the base here. Honestly, let's break through it. It's just the level 1 wall. We have a fair amount of hatchets. Let's see if this, okay, this leads to his outdoors, and then we have his indoors. And ooh, I actually really like what this guy did with his base. Side note, I really like this base. He's got the little, like, kind of, it's technically within his base, but he has like a little courtyard chilling here, and he's got a little playpen for his dogs. Like, I'm not saying the playpen's special because, well, we all have playpens, but I don't know, dude, it's kind of cool having it like be in its own courtyard. All right, random geeking out aside, let's get to deducing where we want to enter. I would like to enter through this doorway. At the very least, he does have level 2 walls protected and stuff, so there is potential. Oh, multiple iron workbenches as well. That is another great sign that could be alluding to very great things. And he does have a couple of level 2 chests as well. Let's get to breaking, and nothing insane yet. No zombies are flying after us either, but nothing off. I mean, it's got like random grass and stuff. I'm just trying to look at this in it as a positive of light as possible, man. I always try to look at things positively, and we're gonna have to play this by ear to see just how positive it is. But what I am positive of is the pure amount of damage we can do to these floater bloaters, dude. Nothing like a quick old 3-hit on them. Oh no. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna kite these guys because I don't want to waste my VSS. Oh my god, I just love watching the critical hit map. Oh, I wish I got 2 critical hits in a row. That'd have been beautiful. Boop. There we go. We could use the pistol to clear him out. Check it out, man. It's the perfect wombo combo. Maybe not perfect, but pretty close, because just bada bang, bada boom. You hit him once with the big gun. If it's a critical hit, you done, no son. If it ain't, you whip out the pistol, bada bang, bada boom. You get shot up. What you gonna do? Nothing, because you're dead. You done, no son. So neither of these had anything super amazing. Actually, yo. This might seem totally random. I'm actually looking after these hammers a lot because there are certain melee mods that require a ridiculous amount of hammers. I do not have a ridiculous amount of hammers, so low-key, there's already a positive side to this raid. Is it the greatest positive thing in the world? No. If I found 20 C4, that'd be the greatest positive thing in the world. But it's definitely good. And that's a sign of progress, of life. Oh, we're getting a little bit of this, and low-key, I am running a little bit low on stone back at home, so I'll pick that up, especially for the base repairs. Might as well, because, I mean, we gotta pick something up. I'm not just going home with an empty inventory if nothing is quote-unquote good enough. But there's definitely gonna be enough just okay stuff for us to take. We can take this up a little bit. We're got to get a little hungry. We got a little bit of food we could stack up on that, and then I'll just eat his food instead of eating mine, so we can save that for the future. Hopefully these workbenches are maybe working on some steel or something. Like, why did we get this base? Because here's the thing. Most bases, when you get them as an option for a raid, there's something within them. You usually don't get duds in the rating system, besides if you get a full steel base, which has happened, but for the most part isn't happening as much. Okay. We got a pistol, it's something, but I think there might be something else in that little 2x2 hut over there that we're definitely gonna go ahead and investigate right now. Let's go ahead and get out of the open because I don't want to get swarmed by these guys. God, do I love being a freaking superhero last day on Earth. Call me the Flash, baby. Whoop. Let's start the shooting. Yup. Oh, one-hit quitter on you, fast biter. Oh, your friend didn't get the one-hit quit, though. I wanted to put him out painlessly, man, but here you are. You gotta suffer surviving a fully modded VSS bullet. That can't be fun because this gun is as dope as they come. Can we get the critical hit to finish? No critical. God dang it, can we get a critical hit over here on the floater? The bloater. No critical either. Oh, we dinked that headshot straight off. What about you? Can we get the critical to finish you off? Nope, that's not happening, but he shot the leg off that guy, shot the head off that guy. Dude, I can start collecting these limbs. I'm gonna go full Frankenstein up in here. Up in here. Now then, what I'm gonna do full out is try to get into here. Actually, let's look through the window. Anything good? No clue, actually. All right, let's get to breaking. You never know. I mean, what is it? 2 noise for breaking a level 1 wall and some durability on our axe, but so it doesn't look like that is where the amazing stuff is, which again begs the question, where are the goodies? Because usually with these types of raids, they have something, at least like an electronic circuit that, I don't know, we're vying after, but here it seems like the most valuable thing is the pistol. That's not to say that there aren't other valuable things, like these nails will come in handy for more hatchets and a little bit of hydration. It can go a long way, but all in all, not as nutty as some of the stuff that we've come to know and love. But that's all right, man. The game's a constant adaptation, and we gotta adapt with it as well. And yeah, you guys really, I wasn't kidding. I really did mean that I'm really low on stones, and I'm not seeing anything super more desirable, at least in this point in time, than stones. I'm not saying stones are better than a lot of the things that we're seeing in there, but a lot of those things that we are seeing in there, I have a bejesus ton of stockpiled at home, and I am suspiciously low on stones. So I'm just gonna try to pick those up because stones are very useful because, well, I absolutely blow through stones. Ooh, oh, I can't steal anything. I absolutely blow through stones because frickin', whatchamacallit, you need them to make level 1 hatchets and also to build the level 2 wall, so I mean, it's a solid material to have. Stones are actually very valuable in the grand scheme of things, but for now, we're out of that stuff, but we got workbenches we could break into. I guess we'll be getting a good amount of nails, so that's a slight positive side to it. We gotta look at the positive side, man. And we're at 69 noise with a little bit more wood to gather. Ooh, a fair amount of wood, I may add, and a fair amount of zombies for the modded VSS to go ahead and put a show upon. Okay, come on, can we get some more criticals here, modded VSS? That's what the people want. At least that's what I want. All right, because watching people just watching over 100 damage get done at range like this goes to show where the VSS's value comes from. Oh, mama. All right, they're running at us. Whoop, whoop. Come on, let's get a big hit. I haven't got a single big hit on any of these. Come on. It seemed like from what I saw on the workbench, they should have a pretty solid chance at criticals, but we don't necessarily. Oh, there we go. There's the 125 I was looking for. But I don't know. The criticals don't seem to be happening as much. Dude, the fire rate on this thing is deadly too. But see ya. Wouldn't want to be an abomination. What I would like to be is back within, I should say, the base. We got a couple of these. That's all right. Maybe, does he have some oak in here? If he has some oak, honestly, I'll take that to the bank. No oak, moss wood. That's okay. I'll go with that. And you know what? I'm gonna be a good person. I am gonna be the better person here. All right. He may not have had loot for us, but I will nonetheless give him something. All right. I will bless your dogs with vitamin P. So hopefully you get the true friend puppy as soon as can be. I mean, worst case, he won't even think it was me. He'll be like, God dang it, freaking Jimmy the pup went ahead and did his puppy thing over in the puppy area. And I'll be like, yeah, totally wasn't the dude who raided you. No. Although, vitamin P is looking to give him good luck. And breaking this down is going to, ooh, we could get some iron too. Actually, I feel like iron's probably more valuable than the 6 nails we're about to get out of this. So we'll break the other one and just doing a final check that I'm not missing anything that could potentially have a lot of value. All right, that's why if I ever run around randomly and you guys are like, Star, what's going on? I'm just kind of double checking in my mind because I like to be very sure of things before I decide to go and take the final dive. Unless I forget that I need to be sure of it, which again is where the goldfish memory kicks in. It's a strudel. It's a strudel. Ooh, we're at 99 noise, and that had absolutely nothing. Come on, what type of melting furnace has nothing? Come on, fame. Well, all right, what do we want to do? What do we want to do? We got 3 medikits over there. Do I want to take those with, or I'd rather take the nails than 3 medikits just because we have multiple chests of medkits at home because medkits are a very common thing that at least in my raids, dude, I find so many medkits. It'd probably be more hype if I didn't have as many, but I have just become the medkit man, okay? I am never worried about running out of those thanks to all the ones we managed to stockpile. We could break his stone workbench and see if that has anything, see if he has any good food. I just want to break something fun here on the end. Why do you need 2 showers? Yeah. Why does the game let you make 2 showers? I never realized that. Why would you possibly need a second shower? Does it even let you build a second shower? I don't know. I have so many questions. I've never tried building a second one since 1 fulfilled my needs aplenty. But all right, stone bench. Do you have anything good for me? Actually, he's got a little bit of stone. All right, I'm taking the stone instead of that. Say a big one. Wouldn't want to be. I'd love to chase you around. A little bit of a wild goose chase here, but alas, that's not gonna be happening because there's nothing worth goose chasing over at that base. But while we might not have gotten any big ticket items from the raid, ooh, we do have an airdrop that we're definitely running on over to because I love these things. They have a chance at getting, I believe it is lenses, but we have definitely gotten blueprints from them as well. And overall, we get saw blade maces, we get sledgehammers, we get all that type of stuff. And given the fact that we need to sacrifice saw blades and sledgehammers and stuff, it is a worthy investment to pick them up when you get the chance because the durability of them doesn't matter either. You just kind of plop them in the workbench and the game's like, yeah, all right, 1 step closer to happiness or whatever, or not happiness, but the ability to build a certain blueprint, which depending on the attachment, by the way, might be happiness. But could you imagine a happiness attachment on your freaking gun or something? What up, Spitter? Say up. Don't be running up on me like that. Mun is not allowed. What is allowed is no whammy, no whammy, no whammy, some good stuff up in here. Hey, this would have been good if we probably did already have it unlocked because we have all of the AK blueprints unlocked besides the one mystical one, the one blueprints that has outsmarted us for now, which actually isn't on the AK, it's on the Scar. Which one am I talking about? Ooh, I think you guys would know which one I'm talking about. I'm talking about the one that has a grip on the Scar. And then apparently, when I looked into it, when I found the stats, but when I updated those stats in that video where we showed off all of the weapon attachments, that was a hell of a beauty. Let me just say, and I'd need it in order to create the God Scar, the fully modded God Scar that you know I have my sights on. I'm just over here maniacally plotting in my evil lair, trying to think of the best weapon combinations possible so we can put in the work to create them, and then hopefully every single weapon of that variety we find will reflect that monstrosity of a modification combination we're gonna try to put together. Another thing I'm gonna try to put together is actually fixing up this wall, because that's something that probably's gotta get done, and we have actually the perfect resources to do it. We just picked up some oak logs from the other raids, so I mean, on the slight bright side, our raids today let us repair our base, although in the context of the amount of coins that we dropped, definitely could have been more worthwhile. Not gonna lie about that one, but in the end of the day, we ought to be okay, you know, we ought to be okay. And what should be okay next is if we get, that's where I put these, which by the way, I should be putting instead into here. There we go. We got a couple of oak planks from there, and we should have plenty of stone bricks now. And I'm just gonna go ahead and pick you up for the time being so I don't forget you here, but I will put yo hammer brother in there. And in case you guys are thinking like, Star, what you talking about? Star, are you crazy? No, there are definitely melee weapons. I don't remember which ones off the top of my head, but if you guys look over on the right, some of these should require, there we go, it's actually the handles. Oh my god, yeah, we need a lot. Oh Nelly, I wasn't expecting that. How much is it gonna take for okay, bless up, the ergonomic handle doesn't require them, but it does require a poop ton of glue. That is actually currently more glue than we have. I don't know, man. To make the saw blade, if and when this comes in our possession, then definitely gonna deck out the saw blade and become godly. And when we get that chopper gas tank mod, especially since we actually do have a chopper gas tank lying around, it's gonna be very interesting to see the sledgehammer at work. I seriously wish that they had a trading system or something. I'd love to trade my chopper gas tanks over to you guys, the couple left over that I do have. But for now, all that we gotta figure out is what you want, bro. Do you want some of that? Well, you can't have it. Will you take 4 by chance? They will. Marvelous, because that means we can go ahead, give them their fair share, and I don't know, maybe they'll remember the fact I gave them some oak, and they'll give me a better raid back next time I come crawling back. But hopefully we have a revenge raid next time, because revenge raids have had a lot better of a track record than what we've decided to dive into. These raids, I don't know, man. It seems like revenge raids tend to be better, and they're free, and we'll hopefully have some C4 at our disposal next time, because as a pack of luck gods, obviously, we're not in our favor. The C4 gods were all like, no, 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 no explosive for start today, and it's like, all right, well, gotta go with it. Gotta hit it in stride, or whatever it's called. I don't know. Hit a home run, or a single, or a double. Any type of contact I'll go with. Anything to bring the batting average up. But that's gonna start wrapping up for this episode of Last Doubters Survival. If you guys did enjoy, if you did, definitely put that comment section down below. And by hitting that like button, of course, entering into the giveaway. Best of luck to you guys and gals. Getting your chopper gas taken, joining the chopper squadron, breeding your pups, leveling up, and getting the best perks imaginable. Building the ultimate weapons and attachments, protecting your base, going on raids, defeating the bosses, collecting the big boats, getting past the multiplayer wall, getting hyped for this update, and most important of all, having yourselves a fan-fantastic time all throughout. That's gonna do it for me. Thank you guys a whole ton for watching. Have yourselves an awesome one. I'll talk to you next one. See ya.